the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Duarte. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Orange will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Golden Gophers offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be... He lost one down the sideline. He's got it. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After that last completion, it's second down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays where we can get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. to the running game. Powers through the defender. Wide open on the right. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Brown will throw it. Bring in the heat. Got his man out of the backfield. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Catch in the middle. It's Duarte. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Love the work by the quarterback selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
18 on the field goal.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, there's an alley. Touchdown, Minnesota! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Golden Gophers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line and now... They are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The RPO, fire complete to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run, it's Hardy. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Power football with the run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it and more than enough for a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in it.
There he goes. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
you know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. You got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Gets it to him on the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space.
Open field on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Brown will throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down will open up the final period. Finds a tight end. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the pitch. Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Minnesota! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Running through contact. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Marches ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Looking for a man, it's Wilkins. He's got it. stumbled to the ground.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Running to Green. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Past the first down marker and still running. All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Snagged in the middle, it's Duarte. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.